Um, so Haley, how do you go? Okay, I'll start again. So Haley, when you have entrances, I mean, you've been planning the whole day. Then, do you go about prepping the families? Like a lot of couples nowadays do family entrances, and then you
Yeah.
grant. So how do you go about it? Because we've been to some events where unfortunately the families have come in, they come through, and it's just like you end up directing them where to go, and it's just like so
Family entrances, like personally, unless the family are like quite enthusiastic or like, they've got a bit of a buzz, I don't personally love them. But I do understand a lot of people want to do it. So what we try to do is, first of all, we try to do a bit of a dress rehearsal. So even if it's just before the canapes or like while the canapes are going on, it only takes like a couple of minutes to kind of run through it with them. But more often than not, we're there like with someone at the beginning and with someone at the like place they're meant to stop. So they basically are just like, walk to my other team member, please. But to be honest, I think it's more of a difference if they've got older parents, and sometimes the older parents might not be able to walk as quickly, or the song isn't, the right kind of song because it's something that, is to do with their personality. So I think it just really depends on the energy of the
yeah.
parents and whether it's going to work for the party.
I mean, the worst thing is that when there isn't actual pathway, the
Oh,
amount of times, because sometimes receptions for some reason, I don't know why, but they just get so cramped
so
because of
like food
numbers.
tables.
There's no space, and then sometimes, like, nowadays we really ask the DJs to make sure that the guests are seated, because otherwise we don't see anything, especially when the tables are just like
Even
cramped.
when
It's
they
like,
are seated and they're going through all these humans,
yeah,
like
it's
then they're
But
like standing together and they're like, one of them's like pulling them from the other. Oh, it's absolutely
trying to,
stressful.
it's
it's pretty bad because the bride and groom are trying to hold hands while they're walking in, but they physically can't
Yeah,
because of the space issue trying to get through the table. that's why, Sahil, it works well. When I've done weddings with you and you have one of your like assistants with us near the DJ booth and you're
yeah.
on the other side and someone's queued to say, okay, you can make an announcement and let them know, but you're guiding them and telling them essentially
No,
when to come in.
you know
Because
when you watch children's do dances, and that made no sense. Children do dances. There's always that one choreographer on the floor, like doing the steps with them.
yeah,
That's how I feel with them. Like I feel like that person who's just like, you come.
yeah,
jokes.
But no, like we do make sure there's always someone with a DJ, because also the way we see it is like, if they're going to be hyping them up and announcing, and like they're say, or the same person's running from the door to let them know, we don't know what the couple or the family would have done behind that door in that time. They might have just like quickly gone to the toilet, or like,
Sure.
yeah,
people are crazy. So we just make sure that it's like they have their bodyguard, just someone that's there, and we're like, okay, countdown, ready to go, open the doors, whatever, like little time limit. Sometimes they want a specific second to enter the song on, so it kind of helps make it work. But yeah, family entrances are always a tricky one for sure.
It's better when it's just the bride and groom making an entrance. I agree. I much prefer that routine unless they really are sort of coming in with high energies.